Jarrett, we talked the past, 24, 48 hours just about how important it was to respond. How'd you feel like you guys answered the bell here tonight?
Absolutely. We held them under 100 points, and that's hard to do in this league, but we locked in on the defensive end, got stops, and did the job.
It felt like it lost a little bit that defensive identity the past week. So what do you feel like you gained back of that here tonight?
Right, just understanding that we can do it. We had a lot of slippage in the past couple of games, but tonight I feel like our rotations were on point. We were closing out, and we were doing individual defense well.
Look, at tonight we've always talked about how elite the offense has been. 3 balls not falling, yet you still beat Detroit by 19. What does that say again, just about how important the defense is?
Yeah. Firstly, we just found another way to do it. On the defensive end, you win games if the other team can't score. It's simple as that. It's easy to say. But we realized it wasn't falling, and we just locked in on the other end.
Does it feel good to win a game in that fashion when offense isn't going the way that it normally does for you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. When you don't hit shots, you just got to find a way. And everybody knew that we had to lock in on defense. We had to figure it out, and that's what we did.
Jen, how important was it for you to get that day off, yesterday off, so you could re-energize?
Yeah, it was really important. Days off in this league are far and few in between. Caught me off guard. And it's just, it lets you reset mentally and physically and attack stronger the next day.
How helpful is it as a big? I know you and Evan both had double-digit rebounds. To have Max go out and get 8, how helpful is that?
It's hugely helpful. Just knowing you have another 7-footer that has your back. I hate to say, you just know that you can press up a little bit, and then when they drive into Evan.
Can you talk a little bit about how your energy seemed to dip over the course of the season? It can, because you have such the hardest matchups and centers across the league. But tonight you channeled a different energy that they wanted. How do you go back to that goal?
Right. Just take it day by day. As corny as that sounds, you just have to take this league day by day. Some days aren't going to be as good as the one before it. And I took the off day to heart, just to try to reset my body and come out stronger.
Donovan talked a little bit about just defeating fatigue. How much does that play a factor in a game-to-game basis when it comes to this league?
Yeah, it's huge. You got to get your recovery in. You got to get a lot of sleep. It's one of those things, if you fall behind even 1 or 2 days, it's hard to catch up.
It's been a while now. JB's been coaching the team. What sort of Bickerstaff DNA do you recognize in the Pistons?
They still run all the same plays, basically. Some of the they call the play, and it's like, oh, I know exactly where to be, and just at what time, at the right time. He brought a lot over from the Cavs to Detroit.
He said before the game, he's happy for you guys. You guys appear to be happy for him.
Right.
It seems like there's this thing when somebody changes teams, it's like we're keeping score forever.
Right.
Why do you think that is, and what do you make of that?
Yeah, that's just how it is in the league. But kudos to him. He really made the blueprint for this team. The defense was his idea, or the whole collective coaching staff's idea. The offense, we changed that up. But he has a big imprint on who we are as a team right now. And that's just the whole keeping score thing. That's the NBA. Everybody wants to make a big deal out of that, but I feel like everything changes at a certain point.
Going back to Jeff's question about that day off, how do you use that? Is it a mental reset, physical? Where do you use that?
For me, it's more mental. I just went home, relaxed, got a little treatment in, just get back to how I am usually. Just calm myself down, just realize. I hate to say it, I do say it often, day by day. I just took that day to relax and get back to the usual.
How do you do that in a 5 and 7? The way that you guys are just having the games come along. If you don't have that off day, what's the best way you can do that for yourself?
For me, I don't know, read. Sometimes I just like to go back to the room and read a good book and just relax.
Hey, Jarrett, with so many changes on offense, offense being the best in the league, does that make it harder to maintain the defense you have?
I think so. I think it's human nature. When something is going good for you, there's slippage in another area. And our offense is one of the best in the league, and I feel like our defense has taken the slippage, just knowing that we can get it back on the offensive end.
And does tonight kind of remind you of what you are capable on that end?
Yeah, I think so. I think we made an emphasis tonight on the defensive end to try to go out and throw the first punch, try to go out and, be the aggressors tonight.
What book are you reading?
I just finished Little Fires Everywhere, based in Shaker Heights. Good book if you want to read it. Thank you.
Ty, everybody talked about the past couple of days just how important it was to respond. in the adversity. How do you guys think you answered the bell here tonight?
Great, especially I think everything we've been struggling with in the past 10 games defensively. Just being able to get a dominant win and not shoot the ball well just speaks volumes to who we can be as a team and who we're trying to be every day as a team. And obviously the shots are going to fall more nights than not, but just hanging our hats on the defensive side of the ball and the pace and the toughness. I thought Jay was great tonight. He was tough again, and everyone followed suit. Shout out to Max too, because he was phenomenal on defense.
You mentioned the past 10 games. Did it feel like you got some of that defensive identity back tonight?
Yeah, for sure. We got back to just playing hard and making guys do what they don't want to do. And Max made it really hard on K. Jay was a beast in the paint. We all play with activity, and that's who we are. And then we definitely got back to that tonight for sure.
You shouted out Max. What did Max do? What can you tell us about what Max did specifically on the court that made him so impactful out there?
He's just a worker. He picks up full. He rebounds. He goes after every rebound, offense and defense. Capable of going off. He's just a winner. He's just a winner, and it's someone you love to have on your team.
How beneficial was it to just have a day off yesterday?
Very. We've been playing almost every day lately, but we got one day off tomorrow, and then we do it again. Another back-to-back coming up. So it's just part of the NBA, and we got to find ways to find energy when we're tired.
Ty, Kenny talked about just your evolution as a player, especially out of Golden State. You sort of mentioned you were a little gun shy at times, and now you've kind of gotten to a point where you're confident in yourself. Just what's it been like for you this season to kind of establish yourself as a consistent player that's fighting to get on the court every single night?
What's the question? I'm sorry.
Just what has it meant for you this season to sort of build yourself into a player that's hard for Kenny to take off the floor he wants you out there so much?
Yeah, I think some of it's confidence, some of it's opportunity. When your teammates trust you and your coaching staff trust you, it's just you kind of just go out there and you play free. And this is, I think I'm being definitely a little more aggressive this year, but my numbers in previous years have kind of mirrored this year also. So just the volume is a little higher. I think I'm 4 games away from playing the most games that I've played in my career in a season. You know what I mean? So just the opportunity, staying healthy, all that.
Didn't see it tonight, but 3-guard lineups with you, DG, and Darius. DG and Don. What does that do for you guys? Just as far 3-guard lineups. You know what I'm?
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it can bring pace and more space to the game for sure. You got 3 guys that can create their own, can all shoot off the catch, can all get to the paint, create for others. Create for others. I think the challenge with that lineup is being physical defensively and helping the bigs rebound. You're a little smaller on the perimeter, and that's something that we got to take pride in when we go to those 3-guard lineups, just being physical and getting on the glass.
How much heavier is it defensively when you have Karras, Dean, and Isaac out, and how encouraging is it for you guys to have defensive performance like we did tonight under those circumstances?
Yeah, those are our 3. Obviously, Ev's, an all NBA defender, but besides him, and Jay Aves too. But those are 3 of our best defenders. So when they're all out, it's going to make the game tougher, but it's not an excuse for us to start giving up 130. You know what I mean? So yes, they're out, and they're going to help us tremendously when they get back on both sides of the ball. But we have enough to defend, no matter who's playing, no matter who's not playing. That's just it's a focus thing and an effort thing. And I think tonight we answered the bell.
Ty, what did you make of Max's defense tonight on game?
It was phenomenal. That's who Max is. You give him an assignment, and he'll do it for 48 minutes if you ask him to. I've been saying it all year. Max he's a winner, and that's someone you want on your team.